So that even up to in most recent history, whether we're talking about people like Genghis Khan or Adolf Hitler, it really is really easy to see how that there has been this passion and this drive to own and control and to rule over the entirety of the world. And in some ways, even jihadist Islam is focused upon that idea of conquering and controlling the world with one caliph who will rule over everything. And I would suggest to you that that is an antichrist spirit and not just simply a different religious point of view. So that what I want to really say is this kind of spirit of antichrist that the Bible talks about has been operational since the fall in the garden. That Satan has been seeking to bring forth an individual who can fulfill his desires. So that undoubtedly, whether we're talking about Hitler or Genghis Khan or Attila the Hun or whoever you want to point out through human history, they've all been basically inspired by Satan. And they all have failed because, as we just read in verse 6, the one who now holds back will continue to do so until he is taken out of the way. Now, the phrase holds back is actually one word in the original. It means the restrainer, the one who hinders. And he keeps something from being able to progress. So that what he's telling us is, from earliest times, Satan has been trying to bring to pass his plan of establishing his dominion and his rule through his demonically possessed leader to control humanity and set up one world kingdom, one world government under satanic power and a control. That's the agenda. That's Satan's desire. That's really what he's working towards. And I would suggest to you that it's not just something that we see happening in our present time, but it's been underway since the beginning of time. So that when the enemy comes to Jesus in Matthew 4 and he tempts him in the wilderness, what does he say to him in the final temptation? Worship me and I will give you all the kingdoms of the world. You see, that's Satan's agenda. To find that man who would worship him, to whom he could entrust all the kingdoms of the world, and he could rule over the world through man and basically usurp the position of God. But the question is who is this one who restrains, who holds back? And it's important because we read the word one and we think of a singular individual. The term is actually a plural in the Greek. And as a result, many people despair of studying biblical prophecy because they say, well, basically, you can never understand it. Which is really how I feel like my approach is going to be different. Because I take it, not allegorically, I take it as literally as I possibly can. That even though I may not be able to say exactly how something is going to be fulfilled, there are so many things that are coming to pass, as I said before, that are so close to what the Bible describes that I'm kind of stunned by what I'm reading in the world around me. So that one thing that we all can agree on is that from the beginning of biblical history, you go back to Genesis chapter 11, following the flood. If we begin with Nimrod and the building of the Tower of Babel, there has been a long list of maniacal megalomaniacs who have tried and failed to create a global empire centered on worship of themselves.
I'm here to warn everybody that there is an incredible punishment that is coming down upon mankind, the likes that they have never seen before.